Is your SuiteCRM system really secure? Let's look into what you can accomplish by just using roles with all out-of-the-box configuration options here. So let's go. We have already seen how we are to set up roles inside your SuiteCRM system from a perspective of the role user management. But now let's change the perspective and look at roles from the security point of view. So if you have not done so before, check out my video on the roles and the user management here. So what we can do in order to strengthen security is we can use roles as well. So when does this make sense? As you can see, the default or the standard, if you're just installing your SuiteCRM system, you don't have any roles here. That implies that all users that you're creating, despite the admin area and the admin functionality, they basically have full access to everything, including deleting all your data, including exporting all your data, and so on. So in order to restrain those a little bit, those permissions, I would be able to create a role. And then you would need to define, do you have maybe in a couple of departments some teams or subgroups which are working on some more specific processes which don't need an extensive access to your data. And there you would create something like, let's call it marketing prep role. So what is the marketing prep role responsible for? Per definition, not technically, but purely on the organizational level here, the marketing preparation role would only be responsible for finding leads online and putting them into the system. So what does this role need to do then? The access to the whole system is completely unnecessary. The access can be broken down or restrained to simply the lead module. So in order to make this fairly simple, we go into the role overview here, into the metrics to configure it. And I would first of all go and set the access in general disabled for everything. And I would keep on doing this for all the other columns here, because in order to explicitly set the information, the permission, I would need to just go ahead and say like delete. Of course not. This role should not be able to delete something. Maybe on a module level, we'll later have to discuss this. Edit, same here. So first of all, we don't want this role to edit anything in general or globally. Then export, definitely not. Import, debatable. So on a global level, definitely not. We go into this later on as well for the individual modules. So in mass update, no, it's fairly technical. And the view, yes, that needs to be accessed later on. So now we have a technical constraint or requirement for you. You can't do anything. It comes from the system. So therefore, let's look into this. We've got the alerts module. Check out my video on the error message could not load or unable to load the records, because this can happen because of the alerts module. The alerts module, you'll see this in the UI. It's exactly this one here. It's notifications, and you need to enable access. So if you disable access, then the navigation bar will always try to access, is there any alert for this current user? If this current user has this role assigned to the user, and then the navigation bar throws an error for you, and therefore you don't want to have this. And what specific permissions do I have to have? Basically, the only permission that I have to have is here. I want to list mine. It would even be enough if it's an owner, if it's assigned to myself, or it will usually just be shown to the current user. So therefore this would be fine. Similar here. So I want to have the view access, mass update, export, import, edit, delete, all not required. This is a standard, like a technical requirement, a constraint about you from SuiteCRM that you need to set in the first place. And anything else that you want to configure now from the operational point of view comes now. So let's look into this. If I scroll a little bit down here, trying to still be able to see the header of the table, and here my leads module. So it's a bit clumsy to use this here, but it's more or less a one-time thing per role, and it will change very seldom. So disabled for the leads, no, because we defined the role as your position. Your role would be required to help with generating new leads, and therefore you need to have access to the leads module clearly. So delete. Does this role need to be able to delete leads? Depends on you. Do you want to permit this or not? I would say no. Be thorough with the data. Make sure that you don't have duplicates, and then you don't have to delete anything. And if so, ask the IT or ask an admin to help. Edit, yes, makes sense. Just in case you have a typo or whatever, then you would go ahead and permit this editing. And here we've got a couple of interesting points or differentiations that you could look into. So first of all, I'm allowed to edit all the data. Whether I can see or find this data, it's different, but if I would be able to access it, then I would be able to edit it. So here, yes, more or less. What you could do to make it a bit more secure, to make it really secure, you set it to owner. So as soon as the marketing team then afterwards goes and does like a pre-qualifying marketing process or whatever, and then the marketing team would set the assigned owner to a team member inside the marketing team, not the the pre-marketing team. And then I would not be able to edit this record anymore. If I'm using groups, this would be the elegant alternative here. So you would need to add 2 different security groups, or like more, depending on the processes and requirements. You would have one group for the specifically for the marketing preparation, and one for the later on marketing. And then in the default configuration of the CRM system, first in the marketing preparation role, create a user. It will automatically have attached my security group, and then somebody else with like a wider variety of permissions will reassign this record, this lead, to someone else, and then there will be yet another security group will be added to this record. So there will be 2 security groups on this record, and I will still be able to access this one, read this, or edit this here in this case. Export none. Import, you have to think about this. So how technical is this person who is helping here? Because there's a field mapping, there are data types, there's data quality and validations that you need to do maybe before the import. Maybe there are workflows triggering on import, so you need to be a bit careful here and decide who should have this and what should be the triggers and stuff. So, and then list view, yes, makes sense as well. Here exactly the same topic. If I should be able to see my own data that I entered, then of course I need to have something like all or group or owner set here. Problem with owner in this specific case is, imagine I'm generating leads every day, and then somebody else assigns it to somebody else. I can't see them anymore. So for me, visibly from the SuiteCRM system, they disappeared. And then I would be able to, or not able to, but then it could be possible that I'm adding duplicates without knowing this. You should have technical solutions for this in place. 2 times the same email address, 2 times the same phone number. Very unlikely that this happens. Therefore, there could be data validations in place. But if you don't have those in place because it doesn't exist in the standard of SuiteCRM, but I'm using it very often in different projects, contact me here for helping you there. And my team and I will look into this. And then you could add the groups. So this is the same before. So if you keep the groups, maybe the most elegant way to do this. Mass update. Yes, I'm not a big fan of this because you can potentially break a lot with this, but there are very few fields in the standard which are allowed to be mass updated. So yes and no, I would keep it to none unless you really know, or the person who is in the marketing prep role really knows what they're doing. So in the last here is the view, and this is just exactly the same as the list view, just for the detail. So here I'd say the group, and this would be allowed. So for group and group, for list view and detail view, because this often makes sense. So we have configured a role which is fairly secure. Let me save it. And then I want to assign the role to somebody. So the next thing that I do is I go to my user management, pick out one user who will hold this group or have this group attached. So let's go with Sarah here, and then Sarah will simply be related or associated with this group. So I select this here for Sarah, and the next time Sarah logs in now, let's try it. So here I would go with 891, the demo system here, and would log in with Sarah's user account, and then I would see a fairly limited options of anything. As you can see here in more, I just got my home, my dashboard, and here I've got leads. I can't do much more about the leads. What can I do here? I cannot see the employees because I'm not authorized. Okay, so it will be redirected back to the dashboard. I can see the about. I can of course access my profile, and I do not have access to the admin area. So far so good. Then of course I can see the leads, but only, as you can see here, it's a limited amount of leads. These are only the ones that I'm currently assigned to. And later on, when we've set up our security groups and somebody has assigned those away from me, I will see the other assigned to user as well. But the security group is now with somebody else. Or the other way around, we've got two security groups on this one record. So what can I do here? Basically exactly like what we defined. So I can edit this one here, save, and I can page through the different records here. I've got a few things that I cannot see here as well. As you can see, if I click on these, I might be able to see something here, but there's nothing as well for the activities. I can filter, but there again, there's nothing because it's all restricted from my role, because I don't have access to the phone calls. I don't have access to the meetings and anything. So therefore, we're safe here, and it's fairly well done. Let's check out my mass update optionality here. So I can do the bulk action, but I can't click on this one as well because it's not activated for me here. Of course, I could add these. So field level permissions don't exist inside SuiteCRM system. Can be a bit tricky once in a while, but overall I can filter, but I can't do what I should not be able to do. So therefore, I think this is very, very good. Check out my other videos on the security levels with a password, the two-factor authentication, and so on. So here, specifically to the roles, you should think about what a user really, really needs inside your CRM system. And again, it's not that we mistrust Sarah here. It would still be possible that Sarah maybe is on holiday, loses the laptop, and she's still somehow logged in or something. And then it could be that a third person gains access to your data. And if Sarah has the whole access to the whole database with all the export and delete and so on, it would be fairly simple for, let's say, a third person who found the laptop or somehow gained access to Sarah's account to first export all your data and afterwards delete all your data. And of course, that is really terrible. You don't want to have this. And therefore, even if you trust Sarah, it still makes sense to see like what does she actually have to access, and therefore reduce this here. Besides this, if you have, let's say, standard marketing or sales or customer service users, they are not very interested in modules like the cases and maybe the bug tickets and stuff like this. So there are a couple of modules which are rarely used for some departments, and it just helps and to make this CRM easier, because if you compare this view here to that view of basically everything, and maybe you're just using 30% of those modules and functionalities, and then why not reduce it in order to unclutter your system and have it clean, fast, easy to understand for the users. Additionally, of course, to all the security benefits that come along with those measurements. So that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye.